Hey guys, how's it going? Domino Paris 21 here, back to bring you guys another deck profile, a guest deck profile actually, by my local player, Mr. James Griffin, really close up.
Hello.
He was out partying last night, so it looks like a mess right now. But so what do we have to present to our viewers at home?
Today I have Link Joker Messiah build.
Messiah build.
Yes. So for my starter, I run Spawn of Spiral Nebula.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
For my starter, I run Spawn of Spiral Nebula, and it's you more or less have two choices. It's either this or Nia Messiah. I like this because it's free. You put it to soul, lock one of your cards, and then lock one of your opponent's cards.
Yeah, and it's not bad to lock with one of your cards because you get to start combos with it.
Yes.
And it's a butterfly.
Butterfly person.
Yeah. I don't know.
For grade 3s, I run four of the Alter Ego Messiah.
He's new, guys.
Grade 3s for the Alter Ego Messiah. It's more or less your ideal ride target. You want this to be what your strategy on top of. You more or less get a free lock with Chameleon, and then you have the ability to draw over it from its Soul Blast 2 skill.
From the Generation Break 2 skill?
Yes.
Cool.
And I will go over combos later with this card because it's more or less what the deck is based on 100%.
You need it to win.
Yes.
Now this is the interesting part, is the other grade 3s that you do play with it.
Yes.
This one's hot stamped also.
Thank you, Ideal 808. For my other grade 3s, I run 3 Cradle of the Stars Stellar Maker.
I'm gonna let you look at yourself. Stellar Maker, what does he do? Or she?
Alright, so his Generation Break 2 skill, I don't like it at all. You unlock 2 cards, it gets plus 3k and a crit. It's not why you play him. Well, you don't really have any choices for stuff that you use. When he's placed, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, it doesn't require a Generation Break, lock one of your opponent's back row.
That's pretty good. So it gives you some like turn 3 play. Maybe if you want to lock a pesky card, maybe lock out a starter.
Lock out a starter. Some of your matchups that are kind of annoying are stuff like Oracle Think Tank, and that's those 8Ks. They can really put a number on you, making you draw 2 or 3 cards.
You can lock a Judge Bow. Like if you're able to ride grade 3 first against like Shadow Paladins, you could like lock their Judge Bow before they have a chance to use it and just keep it locked. You could lock out like a lot of good starters and a lot of good. If your opponent tries to rush you, maybe turn 2, something like that. So it's pretty good.
And then 1 Nebula Lord Dragon.
The tech.
Yes.
I like this card.
And the reason why I really like this is because right now this deck is lacking pressure due to a severe lack of promos. So this card is after a stride play, your opponent is going to have at least 2 or 3 lock cards. So this card makes your whole row get at least plus 9k, which makes plays.
It just makes it gets you there. It gets you those numbers just to make those late game pushes because, you know, Link Joker, of course, is still going to be the grind deck, and that's still the style that you're essentially going with for this deck. But Nebula Lord allows you to just to continue to really make that push to really try and close out the game. Is there a reason why you're only playing 1?
I cannot find 3 more.
Yeah, ideally he would like to play 4, but we just don't have the 4. But yeah, we're definitely liking this card a lot, just for those reasons that we mentioned. And the fact is now that you have Perfect Art Unflippers, the Counter Blast 2 is not as heavy. Well, it's not as bad. It's still bad.
It's definitely not as heavy because right now you have a lot of empty Counter Blasts due to Dark Metal Chameleon, this card. However, it's unlocked to get to unflip a card, and it has resist. So you more or less you play that early, and whenever you unlock, your Alter Ego is free, your strides are free, more or less, and then you have empty Counter Blast the whole game. So it's just sitting there; it's empty resource. So why not?
So your resources are a lot more efficient now. So Nebula Lord, I say we definitely recommend trying out. There are legions, of course, out there. We don't Dark Zodiac. We don't think it's very good.
We don't think Dark Zodiac is good. Imaginary Plane Dragon with Osmium and Voltline is pretty nice.
Yeah.
It gives a little bit more consistency in the grind out.
Yeah, and having a legion, access to a legion, but Nebula Lord could definitely just be a good closer for you, which is I think something is essential for Link Joker. I feel, especially in stride format, you don't want to like make your opponent sit for too long.
Grade 2s, Sunset Edge Dustblade. And what he does is when he's boosted, you get to lock 1 card, but you have to attack the Vanguard.
Yep.
I really like this card. It gives a lot of you get to fill in for when you using Crunch Dragon, to Omega lock a column, or when you just have to like snipe something out, you don't want to stride, or you don't want to pull a counterblast and lock your own unit from Alter Ego Messiah. And there are times when you want to do that.
Yeah, locking out an interceptor, essentially locking out a column, obviously, and then
sure.
taking out an interceptor. So, good card. This one's gonna be hollow soon. Don't worry, guys.
No problem. Next, for Awakening Messiah, and this is probably your biggest key card in the whole deck. This deck opens all of your plays. So when this card is unlocked, you get to give one of your units, restand it, and give it plus 2k.
Yeah, it's good.
And then the thing is, also whenever one of your cards is unlocked, it unlocks and stand. So it opens plays that Link Joker has been lacking for a while.
Yeah, extra attacks, which is pretty good. I like the Arc on it too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's my favorite card in the deck, I think, just because of his abilities. Really good.
Yes. Next, 3 Lady Battle of the Gravity Well Space Miku right here.
Space Miku.
Yes. Skill is when act, lock one of your units. It gets plus 4 until the end of the turn. I like this over Blast Milk of the Thundering Foot, I believe it's called. Blast Milk Thundering Foot is when it attacks, you unlock a card, and it gets plus 4 for that battle. This card, I like it. It opens up a lot more plays. You can. Right now that we don't have Lady Battle or the White Dwarf, we can open up plays with Awakening Messiah and let this restand and hit for a little bigger numbers. We can use Little Biter to unlock Awakening Messiah and then open up plays on turns where you don't have to stride or where you don't have to use as many resources. We're not forced to ride into Amnesty Messiah.
Yeah, so you definitely like the play options that this presents for you as opposed to other cards.
For sure.
I think it's really this preference on how the deck plays out for certain players, each individual player. So yeah, it's a good solid card. Moving on to ones.
Yes. Of course, for G perfect cards.
On flip, yo.
Yes. No explanation needed here. 4 of the stride enablers, because you want to stride. Also, thinning in this deck is, it's nice to be able to drop cards that you don't really need.
Yeah, but striding.
Yes. 3 of the Dark Metal Chameleon. I do not play 4 because deck matchups like Shadow Paladins, you cannot retire this, so you end up watching this card drag you down to your doom. It's really nice when you get to call it out early and put up behind your Vanguard because nothing can target it other than Big Bang Knuckle Turbo. So when it's unlocked, you get to unflip a card, and then it has resist.
So it's good.
Which enables everything in your deck to be free.
If it wasn't for Diablo, would you probably play this at 4?
Yes. But Diablo is so prevalent now that you have to run it at 3. Or else you're just asking to get hit for big numbers. Right. Also, lastly, 3 Lockbreaker Riddle Biter. This will be switched for Battle of the White Dwarf, which is an unlock on boost, and you get 4k for it. Right now, this one is attack, and then you unlock a card, and it gets plus 4.
11k attacker.
Yes, 11k attacker opens up plays with Awakening Messiah, letting this card attack for 11k. It's still a nice number, regardless of anything else.
Yeah, it's good, and you have the ability to restand it too, so it just gives you more beaters to work with, which I like.
And 4 crit. 8 crit. 4 heal.
Standard
and
stuff.
4 draw.
Standard stuff.
Yes. Now onto strides.
The funnest part.
Dargent sleeves. Yes.
Guilty Crown sleeves. He likes
Generate sleeves. You gotta take care of your moment.
Ah, yes. He has everything Guilty Crown. My Kurumi is his Guilty Crown.
Right. Firstly, I run 1 Blizza and 1 Judgment Messiah. Most of the times, I'm going to be using Blizza first, and then unflip Judgment Messiah here. So you can use Blizza skill, letting off first turn Alter Ego skills. So
it excels it by 1 turn.
It excels you by 1 turn, but it also allows you to draw off your first unlock, or your second unlock, unlocking the card that you locked originally on your field, and your opponent's card when they unlock it at the end of their turn.
That's good.
It starts off a lot more early pressure. It gets a potential +5 when you first stride. It's really nice.
Yeah, so I'd say Blitza is definitely a must to play in the deck.
And next is a card that I have mixed results with right now. It's Genesis Dragon, Amnesty Messiah. This card is the generation rare from the new set. Its ability is you counterblast 1 when it attacks. Unlock cards on the field. If you get up to 3, you get a crit, and you get 3,000 per each card you unlock.
3 or more. 3 or more.
3 or more, yes.
Yeah, get a crit.
This card opens up a lot of plays with Awakening Messiah, with any card that's locked. Some plays that you can do is Awakening Messiah, calling the back row, or the front row.
Yeah, let's show them.
Yes.
So here's like some plays with Amnesty that you can do. I don't know. You know the come, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't understand like why this card was like $50 or something like that.
It's only because it's a generation rare. Generation cards in the set are kind of short printed because there's only 4 in it, and there's 2 generation rares.
Oh, I don't know. So expensive for no reason.
Yes.
It's come down a little.
Yeah, finally. Well, depending when you're watching this
video.
video.
It's only like 45, but
Yeah, but depending on when you're watching this, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take my word for it.
This is really the only combo that you need. You just need to have these 2 cards. So this one can swing in for 9 at a rear guard, and it can knock that out. And then this one, you'll lock this, and bang. Swing in for 13 at the Vanguard, no problems. Attack, you get to unlock, and then you can either unlock a booster if you have them, or your opponents. And then this one will restand this, and it get +2, so this will be at 15. So it ends up giving Link Joker the ability to push out for a little bit more, which I've never really had.
Yeah, you can extend out a little. You can extend a little bit further, because really, when you're going off with the MC Messiah, obviously since you're unlocking like everything on the board, that does include your opponent's cards. So you just got to make sure the timing of this is right, because you are sacrificing your.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that more or less
cards.
your opponent has no perfect cards in their hand, because this card is not the best card. This card will be there when you need it, but you don't want to use it all the time. You do not want to let your opponent have 7 cards in hand and use this card, and oh wait, there goes your tempo. Because that's what this deck is, a tempo control deck by any other standard.
Yeah, when you use it, you do lose your tempo by unlocking your opponent's regard. So
Yes.
definitely got to use it in the right timing. We do play 2 of them.
We do play 2 of them.
Because we do see ourselves playing it twice.
Yes. But running 2 of them is not the... right now it's an expensive card. If you can't get them, don't worry about it. You can just run something else. But 2 is great. And then the start of the deck.
Best card, really.
Legitimately best card. Nebula Dragon, Big Crunch Dragon. Counterblast 1, unflip a copy of it. Omega Lock and Column. It's amazing. It dodges resist cards in the back.
Kind of like how Root Flare is.
Yep.
So.
Root Flare, but tempo.
So yeah, it's good. Yeah, so that's pretty much the deck. I mean, real quick before we leave, in comparison to the other Link Joker decks beforehand, there's Chaos Breaker, Star Invaders, Blaster Joker, and such. What differences are you feeling with Messiah now that, of course, Bushiroad is kind of going away from Star Invaders? What is your thoughts on Messiah going forward, or what you can anticipate forward with the difference before, and has it improved Link Joker?
I think overall this has improved Link Joker. I'm not gonna say that Messiahs are the way to go, because they are the best deck for Link Jokers right now. But with how Star Invaders have been in the past, they've had a lot of different effects. They get a lot of power. The leading was amazing. It was really good. Most of everything else was lock something and then swing in vanilla. This is more or less the same. You lock something, swing in for vanilla. But right now, vanilla is 26 or even 31. So that's still a number that you have to worry about.
Yeah, because I know deleters do get compared to Messiah, and I actually think deleters are actually still good, despite what people say about Stride, but that's for another thing to talk about. But yeah, Messiah, pretty good, pretty fun, pretty efficient too, and the artwork's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, more Guilty Crown. Alright guys, well, as always, leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment down below, leave a like on the video. A thumbs up and like is actually the same thing. But yes, anyway guys, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Where's the record button? Here it is.